Hello everyone, my name is Rocky and thank you so much for joining my channel. If you're new, this is where I talk about fashion, lifestyle in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. Today we're going to be talking about all three. We're going to make it fit today. Let's get right into it. The very first thing I want to talk about is my adventure over the past weekend. I alluded to it in previous videos, but I am sharing the story with you today. My husband decided that randomly it was time for me to go ahead and get a nice watch, a nice luxury watch. And so I did the whole thing. I did the whole experience. I didn't order online. I went into the store and did the experience, and I wanted to kind of, walk you through it. So I took some footage of, what the whole experience was like. So I'm going to be like talking you through it. I have it here. So I'm be talking you through it. So I went to the store that was on the Magnificent Mile here in Chicago. And the brand that I settled on, of course, there are tons of luxury brands, watch brands that you can try or choose, And some of those price ranges were, whoa. So that said, I picked something that still was a bit, sweat worthy, kind of made me a bit anxious. But at the same time, I understood it would be an investment that would appreciate over time. So I felt comfortable with that purchase. I decided to go with Breitling. I went to the Breitling store downtown in Chicago. It hasn't even been there a year yet, so I didn't even really know that we had a Breitling until I looked it up online. And the experience was really, really nice. I came in, I made an appointment ahead of time. Most of the luxury places here in Chicago, I think everywhere at this point, suggest that you make an appointment because of the riots and the smash and grabs that are happening and the riots and things that happened during the pandemic, during the social unrest. They're very cautious. So you have to make an appointment. And I was communicating back and forth with the manager before coming into my appointment. I narrowed down my options down to 3. When I came in store, I was taken aback by everything. So I spent time, just kind of walking around and looking around and enjoying the sights and the way that it's all set up is kind of like, leather couches. Everyone is kind of like socializing and comfortable with each other. I met so many new fabulous people while I was waiting and while I was getting sized and all of that stuff. It's great. It's definitely like being a part of the family. They articulate it that way, and it certainly feels that way when you're there. Everyone is very open and inviting and all of the good stuff. And, the thing that everyone has in common is their love for luxury timepieces. So I was a fan. I was hooked, and I was a fan just from, the atmosphere that they've created in there. So I, kind of walking around, I think I pulled maybe about 10 watches. It was a bit of a long journey. I was in there for about 2 hours, 2 or 2.5 hours, I think, total. And no, I'm lying. I was in there for 3 hours. I was in there for a really long time, trying to decide, having conversations, waiting to be sized, the whole thing. It was a thing. And while you wait, there is a beautiful menu of things that you can choose from. And being a part of the Breitling family, you're welcome to come in there anytime to, enjoy that menu for free, socialize and just chill for free, whatever, I think it's a really great atmosphere and great experience. I was really I guess I can't say shocked, but I was surprised and pleased at the ambassadors that they have for their brand. They have athletes like Misty Copeland, who is a professional dancer and things like that. I love the people who represent the brand, so it spoke to me like this is the right brand for me. So I narrowed it down to 3 watches. I think I said that, and these were the 3 watches that I narrowed it down to. I finally made a decision, and of the 3 watches, I came in there specifically for this pink face watch, and I'll keep throwing up the watches so you can have the reference. But I was specifically looking at the pink face watch because I like pink and I like the sparkle of the diamonds, etc., etc. And then I also thought, I'm a little extra, so what about a whole bunch of diamonds, right? And so I was kind of going back and forth between that and the whole bunch of diamonds. I decided I needed to tone down the color, so I went for the mother of pearl face as opposed to pink. Pink, I just, you know, I was not sold on, because pink is a color that I could possibly change my mind about in the future, and it doesn't match everything that you wear. It's not classic necessarily. The diamond face one I felt like was a bit too flashy once I kind of like had it on and everything like that. And of the diamond face one and the pink one, they were smaller. They presented in person much smaller than they did online, so I was a little disappointed in the size. So the third one, it was a throw on actually. It's a Navitimer, is the type of watch. Was like the best of all worlds. It had the mother of pearl face, it had the diamonds, and it was a versatile piece, and it had a bigger face. So I landed on the Navitimer. That's the one I chose. And that said, so I had to wait for them to size it, and they kept going back and forth and putting it on my wrist. And finally we got down to the last bit of being able to size it down, and my wrist was too small for the watch. So I ended up having to go to one of their partners, which was a couple blocks away on Oak Street, called Geneva Seals. Geneva Seals is a luxury jewelry and watch shop as well. And they have a special machine that can size the watch down even further. So I went down in there. I left a little bit of room because I'm thinking, what if I eat too much salt one day? I might want to have it a little loose. So a slight bit of room in it. But they were very, very nice in there. And the aesthetic in Geneva Seal was even nice. Like, I think that I belong in the luxury world. I have a preconceived notion about what the luxury experience feels like and looks like and who it caters to. And each and every time that I've decided that I was going to invest in something luxury, that is not what I experienced. At least the negative preconceived notions that I have. It's always a wonderful experience. The customer service is top notch. I've never had any incident or anything like that being in those places. So I really appreciate that. The place has, really cool art. They had Hebrew Brantley pieces on the wall. If you don't know Hebrew Brantley, look him up. He's a Chicago native, but they had Hebrew Brantley pieces on the wall. The whole place just looks real extravagant. And bing, bang, boom, I was out of there. So I want to show it to you, even though I've probably been showing you some clips of it as well, but I want to show it to you here as well. But I don't know if it's going to focus, but this, my friends, is the watch. This is my baby. And I said, I got this because I was thinking this would be a good everyday watch. And my husband said, no, the fuck you ain't gonna wear it every day. That is a special occasion watch. And the reason why I felt like this should be an everyday watch is because I'm sensitive to cost per wear. If I only wear this once a year, then I'm not getting my a good cost per wear. However, my husband's perspective is that if I wear it all the time and I wear it out, the resale value and the appreciation value of it isn't as great. So I should only wear it for special occasions. So I can see both schools of thought. And for now, I have not been wearing it. I wore it the day that I purchased it so that, I had it on my person and it was safe. But otherwise, I have not been wearing it. This case, I didn't talk to you about the case. The case is pretty special because it also serves as a travel case. The whole thing opens and flips down, and the pouch and the holder that it's on serves as a travel pouch as well. And I'll be, I'm sure, hopefully I'm showing you the cutaways. So I thought that was a pretty nifty little, feature of this as well, where you can use the box itself as a travel case. It flattens really nicely. You can go in your suitcase. Now, for me, I probably wouldn't be putting this in a suitcase. I'm just saying. It would be on my wrist, period. Point blank. Dunzo. But some people, they got it like that and they feel comfortable putting things like this in their luggage. And if so, this makes a great travel, you can flatten it down and then pack it back up when you get to your destination and kind of have it safely. The other reason I forgot to mention, the other reason why I chose this watch too is because it is a self-winding watch. I know the battery life on these have been on their watches have improved. They last 4 to 6 years or so. However, I feel better. I don't know what it is about luxury watches and them being self-winding. It just, to me, feels classic. And I went for the self-winding watch, period. That's all. I just wanted to add that also about this watch and what I chose. I think that's all I want to say about the watch, but let the luxury haul continue. After purchasing the watch, hubby and I did kind of a little bit celebrate the purchase. We went out to dinner together. We went to a place called Blue Door Kitchen. It's one of my favorites here in Chicago. So if you're ever here, go ahead and check it out. The chef of the creator, I don't know if it's the chef, but the creator of Blue Door Kitchen was once Oprah Winfrey's chef at one time. And so he opened several locations all over the United States. And I don't know if it's all over the world, but definitely all over the United States, different themes to his restaurants. And the thing to go to Blue Door for is fried chicken. I don't eat fried chicken. However, the vegetarian options that they have are wonderful. So it is vegetarian friendly and I would recommend it. But yeah, we went for a little celebration. So the luxury haul piece is not over. Let's get into the next thing. The next thing I purchased is from Salvatore Ferragamo. Was that necessary? No. But this was something that I could not pass up. I couldn't resist. I missed out on the opportunity of getting it once before, and I was so excited to see that it came back available and at the same price. I think it was the same price point that I was expecting. So this is a belt. It is a reversible belt. It is a reversible belt in the Tiffany blue color. And it reverses on the other side as white. And the original price on this was I believe $530, and I ended up getting this for $198. And I know you're gonna say, well, that's expensive too, and you're right. But I have been, as of late, leaning more towards very well made and 100% leather belts. And reason being is because I've been doing belts that were not leather and they let me down. They've been peeling, chafing, tearing, breaking, all of the things. Once I've discovered the belt hole puncher and I felt like I can wear whatever belt, I used to struggle with finding belts that fit. Now that I can make any belt fit, I don't feel uncomfortable making an investment on pieces that I will wear for the rest of my life. So I know 198 sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, it is a lot. However, I will have this for the rest of my life, and this is something that will not let me down like the other belts that I've had. So let me unbox this. So they've covered up the belt buckle so that it wouldn't get damaged with the cutest little Ferragamo little bag on it. Okay, so they have the belt buckle facing on the white side of it. And I'll take off the plastic. So that is the logo. If you've not seen the Ferragamo logo before, you'll see this on their bags, their shoes. It's like what is it called? Like the arancini horse bit kind of thing. I forgot what it's called. I just probably made up arancini. But yeah, I absolutely love this classic sleek logo. I have one of their bags as well, and I have, I think, 2 or 3 of their belts as well. I am a fan of Ferragamo, if you have not been able to tell, but I feel like this, either side, the white is definitely very classic, and then on this side as well, how feminine and beautiful does that look? So that is luxury item numero 2. And let's get into some of the other items. The next item is luxury adjacent. You probably remember that I purchased this blazer from, it was either Poshmark or Mercari, but it is an Eddie Bauer wool blazer. Really, really nice, classic, heritage feel. However, I was not a fan of these plain buttons. These look cheap to me. So what I wanted to do, which I've done with several other blazers, where I didn't want to make the investment of getting like a Balmain or a in some cases a Veronica Beard, and then there's another brand that is slipping my mind that is in that family, in that range of blazers. Anyway, I didn't want to make the investment of that because I just have a ton of blazers, and it's something that I wear every day, all day, and put in rotation all the time. I just don't feel like a luxury blazer is something that I would get my good cost per wear out of. And I think all blazers serve me the same. They serve me similarly. So getting a luxury one wasn't necessary. So in the past, what I've done is I've refashioned the buttons on the blazer with Balmain-like buttons. And I purchased this kit from Amazon, and hopefully I can show you this really well and up close. I bought these buttons from Amazon. They're not showing very well. I'll probably have to do a cutaway. And they look like Balmain buttons with the little, yeah, here it is, the little lion and everything on there, just like Balmain. And at a distance, it gives you the same feel. I feel like I have a quality blazer. This Betty Bauer is not anything to sneeze at, in my opinion. But I've just zhuzhed it up a little bit with nicer buttons. So along the lines of luxury, but luxury at a budget, being creative, upcycling, whatever you want to call this. But this is what I got from Amazon. As much as I can, I will link everything down below for your review. If you're interested in doing something like that with some of your pieces, I think it's a great thing to do. It takes some time to take all these buttons off and then put these buttons back on, but it's worth it because it's beautiful, it's eye-catching, it's a discussion piece, it's a attention getter, especially if you're out there fishing, you're looking for a man. This says class. This says you got your game together. So I would say go ahead and consider, you know, zhuzhing up one of your blazers with these buttons. The next couple of things are beauty, and this one is luxury for your hair. I decided to continue to experiment with the Olaplex line of products. I've used Olaplex 0 and 3, and they've done wonders for my hair. I decided to get the Olaplex 7 bonding oil, and the bonding oil is supposed to boost shine, strengthen, repair all hair types. And I've seen people use it, and they kind of just use it for their ends to, you know, reduce frizz, seal split ends, etc., etc. Here it says reduces frizz and flyaways, extends color and renews vibrancies, heat protection up to 450 degrees. I don't put heat in my hair, but whoa, I didn't know that. Shortens drying time. What? Softens and detangles, which I need. UV protection, which I need. No residue. I am loving. Color safe. Who cares? Vegan and alcohol free. Awesome. So anyway, I'm going to try this, and I will, of course, come back and let you know the next time I do my whole Olaplex treatment thing. I will finish off with the number 7 and see how it treats me. What does it say to do here? It doesn't even say your hair needs to be clean. It just says that you apply a small amount to damp or dry hair and style as desired. So I will let you know how this goes. I'm always trying something new, but the other 2 products have not let me down. As a matter of fact, they've made me very, very happy. And so I am trusting that this will do the same. The very, very last thing is a girl's best friend, and that is hair ties. I bought this huge pack of hair ties. There's 100 pieces in here. And this one is a no snag, no tangle kind of hair ties. They are nylon, I think they are. And so this was really smooth and silky, like satin or silk or whatever. So that's what made me buy it, because it's supposed to be really nice to your hair with no elastic or anything that gets caught or tangled and pulls your hair out. So which is great. I have some that I use and I really like them, but I'm gonna try some. I have some other ones that I've have, and the ones that you guys use as well. I don't have one in my hair, but all of you use these, and I just thought I want to do something different, try something that might be a bit safer for my hair. This literally looks like stockings. You can't see it. I'll probably try to do a cutaway so you can see the texture of it and what it really looks like. You can probably tell from there that you can see through it. It's literally like stockings or tights, and so it's very, very soft but stretchy. So I will, again, try these and review them and let you know, but I'm excited to try these. Okay, that brings us to the end of today's luxury haul. with a few hacks. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, share it with your friends. And my thought is if you like it, your friends would like it too, because they're your friends for a reason. Thank you again. Bye.